Manhunt versus job hunt. A lot of people complain that dating is like interviewing for a job. On a date, what are your no-no questions? And which questions do you believe should always be asked?
Yeah, I think asking how much you make, or even, I mean,
how much you pay in alimony to
what,
your
what,
wife.
do you rent? Do you rent? Exactly, right. How many children do you have? Do you rent or own? Too many detailed questions about how many stints in rehab. When did you first have sex? These are probably not first date questions. TMI.
Well, you got to think about the fact that everything that you ask indicates something about you. Like, I mean, how much do you want to reveal? Because if you're asking things that suggest lots of baggage,
right,
you're trying to get information, but you're also giving away tons. Like, you know, are you a heartbreaker? Are you a player? I mean, you know, how do you feel about monogamy? I mean, that says volumes about
your
your
background. Point, Tracy, because it's going to get turned right back on you.
It sure is.
So you don't want to ask any question that you yourself don't want to answer.
Well, and you can always tell about somebody by the questions they ask you.
The first date, it's just really important to find out, I think, 3 things. Whether they're single, sane, and available. And available for what? Because then you know where everybody is on the playing field.
Well, when they're single, sane, and available, I won't date them.
Yeah, right. That's you.
That's my problem.
That's right. So everybody has their 3 different things.
Right. And maybe crazy sane works, but I do think that single, because not everybody who is single is available, that it's important to find that out when you first get started.
What question do you not like?
I hate the question, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, which is just really blunt.
Well, it's also boring.
It is. I mean, it's not very imaginative at all.
No, I don't. And I rarely ask that question unless I'm already bored.
And but I'm always really keen to see if they ask me questions about what I loved as a kid, or what my favorite game was, or where my favorite place. Things that, you know, sound like they're really interested in who I am as a person. Because I kind of think that's kind of cool, and it also lets me know that they probably have a great story about growing up about themselves.
Yeah, I think any kind of question that puts you like in a grading mode, I think that's really offensive. And I'm interested in asking questions that don't make the person feel like they're on the defense. And yeah, I do want to know certain things. I do want to know that you're available. I hate this whole, you know, like we're on 2 different pages, we're from 2 different worlds. Me, myself, and I'm okay with someone who's interested in more than one partner as long as I know that up front.
Right.
I mean, so I feel like if I don't come off like, okay, that's an eliminating decision, then I might get that information sooner.
And I think the way to say that is just the way you said it. Because I think that most people are afraid to ask the question because they're afraid of the answer.
Right.
Well, and they like to be terminally vague.
Right. And that's
and that's a dangerous arena.
It's like when I was totally focused on the one, then I was being the opposite. Now that I'm totally like, okay, no, let's take it easy, let's take it one day at a time. I mean, these guys are just like, okay, no, let's get married right now.
Isn't that how it always is?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Wait. What happened to, you know, guys liking to run around and sow their oats? It's like, what's up? We're still young, you know?
It could be the questions you're asking.
I think so.